Let's do composite functions. I've written a function here with a particular domain. The first thing I want you to do is tell me the range for this function. Again, make a sketch. It will be a happy face and the turning points will be 0, -3. Right? And the domain that I've given you is x is greater than -2. X is greater than -2. See, if I would have, this is a graph, turning point is 0, -3. And I have given you the domain x is greater than -2. At the turning point, x is 2. So x will be -2 somewhere on the left. And this is our graph that we will be left with. Is that right? If I ask you the range of this graph, I'll delete the remaining part. This is the graph that we will end up with. Is that right? What will be the range for this one? Again, at -2, I am neither getting the maximum output nor the minimum output. I'm getting the minimum output on the turning point. So I'll be writing the range as fx is greater than or equal to -3. What about the range for the second one? All real numbers. I'll say gx is an element of real numbers. All real numbers are the range. Is this clear here? Linear graph, a straight line graph is clear. We have already done this part. Now, if I tell you that the range of both the functions are provided now, what if I would have plugged in the entire fx in the function of g? What am I doing? Now, g, whatever input we do over here, we plug it in this position. Is that right? Now, I've plugged in the entire fx in g. Is this clear? So, how will I write it? 5 and whatever fx I had plus 4, I'll simplify it. So, g 5 x square minus 3 plus 4. Is that right? Makes sense? Now let's talk about the sequence of operations when you look at the composite. For fx, this is what a composite function is. Instead of writing it in this way, we prefer to write it as this. Now, what were the operations of fx? Can you tell me what were we doing with the input in f? The first thing that we were doing was square it, square the input, then very good, subtract 3 from it. सही है? What about G? Multiply by, well done, and then add 4 to it. Okay? Now let's talk about the composite GFX. What is happening in the composite? Sorry, plus 4 miss kar diya. Sequence of operations with your input. When you plug in anything in place of this input, what is the first thing that will happen? Very good. Multiply by 5 hoga. Dobara check karo if you plug in any value over here, will you multiply it by 5 first? If I plug in 3 over here, 30 over here, 10 over here, any value, the first thing that you will do is square. Then, dobara check karo if you are like, subtract 3 from it, then multiply by 5. Then, pehle which are you have done the operations of which one? These were the operations of which function, f or g? F. So whatever input you are doing here, you are first doing the operations of f, and f was supposed to give you an output after these two operations, but those operations automatically became an input of g. Is this clear or not? The output of f became the input of g, and then you did the operations of g, and then finally gave me the output. Is this clear? So for this composite, you will follow the domain of which function? पहले किसके काम करवा रहे हो? First you had f. So for the composite gfx, domain of f will be followed. Is this clear? And how will this composite exist? Look at this. The composite can only exist if the range of f, the composite gfx, लिख दूं मैं, फिर बोलोगे gfx, can only exist if the range of f is included in the domain of G. What do I mean by it? You will understand it. What are the possible outputs of f? F is giving me values greater than as outputs. Is G allowing all those values as an input? So the composite can exist. If I wanted you to write, just for the sake, if I tell you to write fgx, what will you do in this case? You will plug in the entire function of G in the function of f, So when you will plug it in, again दोबारा देखो, what will you get? पूरा ये G का function 5x plus 4 will be plugged in over here. You will get 5x plus 4. For the sake of writing, you are writing it down. But can this composite exist? Let's check. What is the range of G? What are the outputs that G was giving? Is f allowing all those as an input? So this composite cannot exist for this given domain or range. Make sense? दोबारा बता रहा हूं. If you're trying to make gfx, then the range of f, that means all possible outputs of f, must be allowed as an input in G, or else the composite cannot exist. Write this down, jaldi.